John Adams, born amid the fields of Massachusetts, not a general like Washington, but a thinker with a passion for liberty.
His childhood was shaped by Puritan discipline and simplicity.
John.
Faith and knowledge stood side by side in his upbringing.
His father, a farmer and minister, instilled moral duty.
The stern culture of New England would forge his character.
At Harvard, young Adams sharpened his mind.
He was fiery, argumentative, never afraid to speak his mind.
In his journals, he wrestled with ideas of duty and purpose.
Boston, a city alive with trade, ideas, and growing unrest.
From the classroom to the city square, he absorbed the spirit of liberty.
Boston was the heart of colonial commerce and growing discontent. Adams built his career as a lawyer, known for honesty and sharp reasoning.
He defended ordinary citizens, believing the law should serve all.
But Boston simmered with tension under British rule.
Abigail was his anchor. Her wisdom shaped his convictions.
He took on controversial cases, even defending British soldiers after the Boston Massacre.
For Adams, justice was the foundation of liberty.
By the 1770s, the British presence loomed large over Boston.
Adams grew restless under unfair taxation and colonial subjugation.
The taverns of Boston became hotbeds of revolutionary thought.
We must unite for the sake of our liberty.
In 1774, he joined the First Continental Congress.
Here, the seeds of independence were sown.
Adams argued for courage over compromise. By 1776, the question was no longer resistance, but independence.
Not all agreed. The room was divided between fear and boldness.
Adams worked closely with Jefferson to draft a Declaration of Freedom.
Adams argued for courage over compromise. Adams' speech turned hesitation into resolve.
On July 4, 1776, independence became reality.
The bells rang out, announcing a new nation!
For Adams, liberty was won, but the real struggle had just begun.
In 1789, George Washington became the first president. By his side stood John Adams, the nation's first vice president.
The office was undefined, its duties vague.
Still, Adams carried the weight of precedent, knowing history's gaze was upon them. The young republic wrestled with questions of power, law, and liberty.
Through it all, Abigail remained his confidante, counselor, and strength.
When Washington stepped down, the nation faced its first contested presidential election.
Adams won by the slimmest of margins, becoming the second president of the United States.
Yet unlike Washington, Adams's presidency began under the shadow of division.
The fledgling nation was already split between Federalists and Democratic Republicans.
Abroad, conflict loomed. France threatened America's fragile neutrality.
He called for preparedness, balancing caution with resolve.
At home, Abigail watched the storm of politics with anxious eyes. In fear of unrest, Adams approved laws that would haunt his legacy. Critics claimed the laws trampled on liberty, fueling anger across the states.
Yet even in crisis, he sought peace, resisting the drums of war with France.
He was the first president to live in the new White House, an unfinished symbol of a nation still under construction.
Together, they carried the burden of leadership and the loneliness of power.
In 1800, Adams was defeated by Thomas Jefferson, closing his chapter as president. Defeated in 1800, Adams left the capital in silence, returning to Quincy.
At home, he found solace in Abigail's arms and the laughter of family.
No longer president, he became once more a farmer, a man of the soil. Yet his mind never left the republic he had helped build.
Through letters, Adams shared his wisdom, shaping the nation from afar. After years of rivalry, Adams reconciled with Jefferson in a remarkable friendship of words. Their letters became a dialogue of history, philosophy, and memory. Family became his nation, and children his republic of peace.
Abigail, his partner in all battles, remained his constant companion.
As the years passed, he reflected on the triumphs and trials of his journey.
On July 4, 1826, the 50th anniversary of independence, America celebrated its birth.
That same day, John Adams lay at the end of his own journey.
Thomas Jefferson survives, he whispered, unaware that Jefferson had passed just hours earlier.
The nation mourned, honoring a man who helped give it life.
His legacy endures in the republic he nurtured and the ideals he defended. Adams's voice once echoed over battlefields he never fought upon, but helped define.
From crowded taverns to halls of power, his words shaped a revolution.
He signed his name to independence, knowing it could cost his life.
He walked the halls of a White House still unfinished, as untested as the nation itself.
Abigail, his equal in mind and spirit, left behind words as timeless as his own.
Their friendship, reborn in letters, became a dialogue of America itself. He rests in Quincy, yet his voice lingers in the nation's conscience. The institutions he defended still stand, tested but enduring.
His fight for liberty echoes in the lives of millions who call America home.
John Adams, farmer, lawyer, revolutionary, president, a man who gave his life to an idea that still lives, freedom.
If you liked this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more great stories.